Good morning, everyone. So, we continue today's reading segment. And as we started reading a new chapter yesterday, it was all about prosperity from the book You Can Heal Your Life. So, today we are moving ahead towards an interesting point which says that you need to make room for new things. Make room for the new. Clean out your refrigerator. Get rid of all those little bits of stuff wrapped in foil. Clean out your closets. Get rid of all the stuff you have not used in the last 6 months or so. If you haven't used it in a year, definitely get it out of your home. Sell it, trade it, give it away, or burn it. Cluttered closets mean a cluttered mind. As you clean the closets, say to yourself, I'm cleaning out the closets of my mind. The universe loves symbolic gestures. So, this is in a way, you are basically removing all unnecessary things which have been accumulated over the past few months or years, and you have not been in touch with it. That means it is something without which you can survive. If you have lived for a year, that means it is not that important, but still it is blocking the space. So here we are actually doing space management. Now, why we are doing it? So that the new, better, and deserving things take and occupy the space. The first time I heard the concept, the abundance of the universe is available to everyone, I thought it was ridiculous. Look at all the poor people. I said to myself, look at my own seemingly hopeless poverty. To hear your poverty is only a belief in your consciousness, only made me angry. It took me many years to realize and accept that I was the only person responsible for my lack of prosperity. It was my belief that I was unworthy and not deserving, that money is difficult to come by, and that I do not have talent and ability. That kept me stuck in mental space of not having. So this is again a blockage. It's a belief system which we follow for years. If we believe that we are not deserving, that we are not capable enough, we doubt our own abilities, that's the space you are giving to scarcity. And abundance will not come in that space at all. So, money, normally when we talk about abundance, we are only connecting it with, or we only associate it with money. It's not only money, it's about how you believe, how you start thinking, how you start looking at things. Because it's not only the monetary benefits which you receive in terms of abundance. Abundance is in many, many better and vast ways. Money is the easiest thing to demonstrate. So it's something which is visible, which you receive, and with which you get the benefit. So it is easiest to demonstrate. How do you react to this statement? Do you believe it? Are you angry? Are you indifferent? Are you ready to throw this book across the room? If you have any of these reactions, good. I have touched something deep inside you, that very point of resistance to truth. This is the area to work on. It is time to open yourself to the potential of receiving the flow of money and all good. So, the first point to start with is love your bills. Because whenever we pay the bills and we pay with this intention, oh, it's time to pay the bill, now the amount is going to reduce from my account, that is a negative way of looking at it. You should feel blessed that you are able to pay the bills. It is essential that we stop worrying about money and stop resenting on our bills. Many people treat bills as punishments to be avoided if possible. A bill is an acknowledgement of our ability to pay. So when you're paying, that means, or when the bill arrives, that means you have the capacity to pay. That's why that's on your table. The creditor assumes you are affluent enough and gives you the service and the product first. I bless with love each and every bill that comes into my home. I bless with love and stamp, a small kiss on each and every check I write. If you pay with resentment, money has a hard time coming back to you. So now it's time for us to change our energy, change our belief system as far as energy exchange or money exchange is concerned. If you pay with resentment, money has hard time coming back to you. If you pay with love and joy, you open the free flowing channel of abundance. Treat your money as a friend and not as something you wad up and crush into your pocket. Your security is not your job or your bank account or your investment or your spouse or your parents. Your security is your ability to connect with the cosmic power that creates all these things. I like to think that the power within me that breathes in my body is the same power that provides all that I need and just as easily and simply. So the universe is lavish and abundant, and it is our birthright to be supplied with everything we need, unless we choose to believe it to the contrary. So if we start believing that there is enough in this universe, it's abundantly available. And from wherever, I don't know, but it will come to me. If I leave it in that doubtless belief system, if I start approaching things in my life, automatically the things will start free flowing because there is no blockage anymore. Blockage is all about the thought process which stops us. But here, now you're releasing all those knots. You're opening up the knots, and the flow is becoming easy. I bless my telephone with love each time I use it. And I affirm often that it brings me only prosperity and expression of love. I do the same with my mailbox, and each day it is filled to overflowing with money and love letters of all kinds from friends and clients and far off readers of my book. The bills that come in, I rejoice over, thanking the companies for trusting me to pay. I bless my doorbell and the front door, knowing that all only good comes into my house, and I expect my life to be good and joyous, and it is. So, this is how the thought process changes. This is how you can create space for new things in life. If you start decluttering the space occupied by the things, either in your mind or in your home space, the things which have not been for use for a longer period of time. Now comes the point which says that these ideas are for everyone. Now, this is not specific to any gender or any community. This is open and available for each one of us. It's just, I have to start believing in it. The man who is a hooker and wanted to increase his business, so he came to me for prosperity session. He felt he was good at his profession and wanted to make $1 lakh a year. I gave him the same ideas I'm giving you, and soon he had money to put into Chinese porcelains. He spent so much time at home and wanted to enjoy the beauty of his ever increasing investments. So it's the same concept which we are talking about. It is universally applicable. People outside and the ones who already know, they're using it and reaping the benefits. It's that I have to also start believing in it and practice the same thing at my end to understand it better. I'll just read one more point and then we continue reading tomorrow. Rejoice in others' good fortune. Don't delay your own prosperity by being resentful or jealous that someone else has more than you. Don't criticize the way they choose to spend their money. It is none of your business. So be happy if someone else is also receiving in abundance on or is getting prosperity in life. That feeling of being envy or jealous is not going to help you, because this is again one more knot your time. So one you release, but if you have this knot, it's already there in the string. That means again it is a blockage which will not let the things free flow. Each person is under the law of his or her own consciousness. Just take care of your own thoughts. Bless another's good fortune and know there is plenty for all. Are you the stingy tipper? Do you stiff washroom attendants with some self-righteous statement? Do you ignore the potters in your office, or porters in the office or apartment building at Christmas time? Do you pinch pennies when you don't need to, buying day old vegetables or bread? Do you do your shopping in thrift shop, or do you always order the cheapest thing on the menu? There is law of demand and supply. Demand comes first. Money has a way of coming to where it is needed. The poorest family can almost always gather together the money for a funeral. So we'll be talking about it in detail in the next segment, in the next session tomorrow, where we go further and understand how we can accept the things with our open arms. So we move on to the second segment of the day.
Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to do guided visualization, and as we are reading about abundance, so we will be doing our visualization based on that. So start sitting in comfortable position with your spine straight and eyes closed. Start focusing on your breathing. Deep inhale. Hold for the moment and slowly exhale. Grounding energy from Mother Earth is stabilizing you. Your hands are open on your lap to receive all the abundance universe has to offer. And now, imagine yourself standing in a beautiful green valley. The morning sun is shining warmly upon you. The air is feeling fresh and full of possibilities. And as you walk forward, you hear the gentle sound of flowing water. And you arrive at a magnificent river. And this is the river of abundance. Its water sparkles with golden light. And this river represents the unlimited prosperity of life. Notice that this river never struggles to flow. It never worries about tomorrow. It simply flows continuously, effortlessly. Just step closer to the river and you are now aware of any beliefs that are blocking abundance in your life currently. It can be, I am not enough, success is difficult, there is not enough. Now imagine placing each of these limiting beliefs to the water. Watch this river gently carry them away. They're disappearing completely. And now you feel lighter and you're becoming a magnet for opportunities, growth, creativity, health, love, and prosperity. And say to yourself, prosperity is my natural state. I receive it with gratitude. I deserve abundance and I am open to receive. And now you know that abundance is always flowing for
AI
you,
sales assistants are turning online
towards you, and through you. And with this feeling of abundance and prosperity, we will try to come back to the present moment. Slowly wiggle your toes and fingers, rub your palms, keep it on your eyes and face, and slowly open your eyes. So again, it is important to understand that ultimately it is starting from our thought. So that's why deliberately we really need to release those limiting beliefs which are interfering with abundance and instill the new one, and then we can really experience it. So with this, we'll move on to our next segment.
Yeah. So we are on the last segment of the day, and as we are talking about how to create space for new belief system, how to create space for new things in life, so or new opportunities in life by decluttering the things which have been no longer of any use. So today it's the day to write affirmations. Now, affirmations are those positive statements which strengthen our belief system. The more we repeat, the better we feel and we start believing on it. So, I'm going to share the list of affirmations on the screen as a prompt for all of you. You can create your own. You can frame your own affirmations based on today's reading concept. The idea is that something which resonates with you, you create it and start repeating like mantras, and you will see the difference appearing in your life. So, this is a very practical way of making that shift which we are talking about. So, to start with, the very first affirmation in this space is that I release what no longer serves me. The idea is I am going to start with something which is already holding me back. So I'm making my mind and I'm ready by releasing. I release what no longer serves me. So this is something which keeps me reminding that things which I am doing which is not helpful, I need to change my style. I need to change my system because all these things which are no longer serving, it can be in any form. It can be my belief system. It can be my thought process. It can be my way of looking at things. Otherwise, it can be in form of all those things, maybe your clothes, maybe your cupboards, maybe your drawers filled with stuff which has not been used for months and months at a stretch. So if it is not used for a very long time or something which is holding me back to progress, I'm releasing that so that it creates space for better things in life. Let's move on to the next. Now, why are we releasing? Because I want to create space for new opportunities to enter in my life. Simple. So this space is basically to bring better opportunities. So I create space for new opportunities to enter my life. Now, this makes room for better things, for things which will help you to grow, for things which will help you to prosper and live a life of abundance. So, first step was changing that thought process that I am always going to stay with those things. You are releasing things not helping you, and now you are creating space. When you are comfortable in these two steps, the next one comes which says that I let go of those thoughts, habits, and beliefs that hold me back. So you are letting go of all the things which are holding you back. So I let go of thoughts, habits, and beliefs that hold me back. So these are the things which are holding you back, right? Most of the time, my past experience, my past hurt, my disappointments in the past, they keep on haunting. And I keep that space occupied in my mind with all those things. So it's not letting me take a step ahead. It's not letting me grow as an individual. I'm just stuck in that space for a very, very long time. You might recall that few incidences in the past would have been long back. It's been years, but it's still there in your head. That means that clutter is occupying that space, which is blocking space for new opportunities. So I am letting go. This is one very beautiful technique to let go. The moment you start training your brain to let go stuff, let go things, let go thoughts, your belief systems, life becomes very, very simple. Because most of the time we are holding things because of which we are not able to step forward. Next comes the point when you are already, now till here when you reach, you are already in the space and you are ready to declutter. Now you are trusting the process, the next step you are entering into. So I trust that there is enough for everyone, including me. Why you are doing all this? Because you want abundance in your life, because you want prosperity in your life, in whichever form it comes. And I strongly believe that there is is abundance in nature, in universe, and it is always there for me. So I trust that there is enough for everyone. It's just that we have to tune into the right note to get it, including me. So in the book also we read today that how you can create that room for a better thing in your life. And last but not the least, once you start trusting the process, you become grateful, because gratitude is one thing which will open up your heart. it will open up the space for really big things to enter. So I'm grateful for all that I have and all that is coming. So whatever is with you, you're already grateful. And whatever is coming, you are paying gratitude in advance. If you remember in our practice, when we write gratitudes in our journals, we keep on emphasizing on all the things which we already have. We keep on listing the things which already make my life the way it is today. So that gesture is very important because gratitude builds positive attitude. Gratitude focuses on good in life. So this gesture helps you to grow in a better way. So the last one says, I'm grateful for all that I have and all that is coming. These are few prompts. These are few affirmations connected with the topic we have read just now. Now you analyze where you are in this journey, on which step, on which phase. Pick up one or two affirmations and start repeating to see the change happening in your life. The more you will repeat it like mantras, you will see that belief systems will start shifting. Your knots will start opening up and you will start decluttering whatever is no longer serving you to create space for new opportunities, abundance, prosperity, and deserving life. On that note, we end today's session. I will be sharing the same prompts in the group as well so that you can go back and repeat and use them during the day, or maybe make the mantra of your life. We meet tomorrow again, same time, same place, same